What are y'all thought? What are your thoughts about the Oschino versus Memphis Bleek thing? I'm sure you saw that video. That was one of the funniest videos I've ever made.
Cooking his toast.
Yeah.
I feel like Oschino know him. You know what I'm saying? Oschino explained it in a way like, come on, man, how you going to come at me this way and I know you? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's common fact that, he coming off on him. And I didn't even see a reply back from Bleek. So, what does that say? You know what I'm saying? Like, Oschino been around him to know, to see what things was going on. And it's funny how I watched him say in the words of when they was having a situation with Nas and how Jay relied on Philly niggas. You understand? Because who else was Jay going to go to? You know what I'm saying? Who else? Jay didn't have nobody to go to streetwise to fight them type of battles, bro. Nah, he ain't have no. He who Tata the Lion. Nah, none of that was really. He ain't have nobody, so he had to rely and go at them Philly niggas because them niggas was about their business, and they was going to be on the front lines for him. But then to go, like Oschino said, then to go and be buddy and kiki high with the nigga that you sent me at is real dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from a real street kind of situations that goes on right now.
Yeah, he kind of echoed your sentiments about Bleek being over loyal. That was one of the things when I look back at our interview, like you was trying to get me to understand. You was like, "Is he over loyal?" And I was like, Oschino and you kind of have some overlap, despite not knowing each other. Like that was interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, we all have that. Now, I ain't saying it in a bad way, but some of them is in a terrible way to where you got to ask yourself that, you know what I'm saying, is the love is not reciprocated. And you know it, right? Like, I know he never calls me on my birthday. I know he never shouts me out. I know he never really does this for me. You know what I'm saying? And you still keep your same, level of loyalty up to them. That just seems strange, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, that's how I'm looking at it. Like, but I think we all have that in us. I was over loyal to Jay, it seemed like, because at this point, you know what I'm saying? Look where we at. All the sacrifices that I made, none of that shit mean anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Oschino had been one of the few that like mentioned when he was at Rockefeller, like a lot of songs were taken. And I tried like not to be too biased when people are in the room, because sometimes when you're in the room and you face to face with people, you hear their side of the story more. Because right. Like I'll never speak to Jay. I'll speak to you, right? But it is I did think like, man, this like people get at Drake for like taking Ghost Rider songs, but I'm like, I feel there's similarities in taking some of that Philly swag and putting it in songs, because Oschino's like, he was far removed from the streets by that time. And yeah, man, people in the comments killing Oschino, like, yo, stop talking about him, don't mention him. But I'm like, I don't know, man. If it's your story and you make bread off it and it's something, like, why not? It's not like it's better than, back in the day where people didn't even have this. Like, imagine Big Daddy Kane's man could talk about stuff and all of this stuff. I think
right.